Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you are new here, my name is Pedro and in today's video I bring you something out of the challenge I have been doing. So I've been watching some of the other content creators and I was on Claire's, she's very popular, of Sims and gameplay and making story. It's really nice, and she was playing around with the Villarreal and she made her own, and I decided to have a look in the game about them and the house, and that is where we're going today. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So here we are today in Windenburg, and this world came with a pack of get together and have a bunch of new lots. They are amazing. I love the style, it's very European, and believe it or not, this is probably my favorite world. So my favorite pack of items, it came from Eco Lifestyle, but my favorite world is definitely Windenburg, and it's beautiful. And I always, when I do little gameplays by my own off camera, I always play in Windenburg because I think it's so beautiful. If this world exists in real life, I will tell you, I will move straight away. But that was not bring us here today. So as I said in the intro, we're going to have a look in the Villareal family and the Villareal house. And the objective of this is to renovate their house because, as you can imagine, I was not so happy about it. But we're gonna have to use majority of the items inside of the home, and we're gonna use just get together, so we stick to the pack and see the potential of that pack in such a big house like this one, 64 by 64. The lot is not like very big like the house himself, but you have a lot of things I dislike, and I think they could have used better use of the furniture and everything coming with this pack and base game together. So let's jump into the house and have a look of the original house of the Villarreal and a little bit of a look of the Sims we are working today. So here we are in the Villarreal lot. As you can see on the screen right now, we have 4 Sims. We're gonna have a look on them, and we have this back house, and it's very pushed back in the lot is really pushed back. You have a wonderful view of, because this is in an island, you have like an ocean, lakey kind of vibe, very natural, and have some ruins. I really enjoy it. The backstage of this house, like everything around is so beautiful and it's very European. I love it. You have some another small houses around and another neighbors, and it's really beautiful. And at the end, I'm just sad of seeing this house right now and all the potential it could have, because it's supposed to be one of the most richest families in Windenburg, and of course it has some story behind. They are like in the crime career, so that's why they are probably living in the island, and probably that's where the money all came from. But they're very rich, and this home is, let's be real, it's very ugly. Just from the outside, it's really ugly. And I don't want to say like it's the producer's fault or the creator of this home. It's just like they didn't have too good hand to handle this house, and I think I have done a very good job to represent something very dedicated to our Sims. So first of all, I want to look on our Sims. So we have Jacques Villareal, and he is a boss. So he's in the crime career. He's in the level 9. And it's unbelievable how he's like an elder sim, and he only knows logic in all his life. the only thing he does is to know logic. And if you come back to the career, he needs to have mischief skill level 10. So if you play in this house, I don't even know if he have enough lifetime for you to make 10 levels of mischief, or 6 of handiness. So something really went wrong making this Sims. A good thing is they are not alone, and he only knows the family, but the girls and actually no, they only know their own family. I was confused because when I was seeing this before I renovate the house, they have other contacts, but I think it's the MCC command mod who made that. Interesting. Like usual, so they don't know no one. But let's continue seeing. So he wants to be a public enemy. He have 0 of his aspiration, like 0, and he's in the crime career level 9. I think we don't have much to say about this sim. He is the Knights of Edge leader of the group. This group system is something who came with the Get Together pack. So let's jump to Luna Villareal. So Luna Villareal, she wants to be a friend of the world. Is like a little butterfly. At least it say she have 3 friends. I don't know if this didn't load, but these friends, like, is the family counting? They are like friends, of course. This is a little bit ridiculous, but she have 3 friends and she wants to be introduced self to 10 Sims. She is in school, of course, and she have only charisma. So she's a teen and she only have charisma. Let's jump into Hugo Villareal. And he is in high school too. He wants to be a master chef. He don't have any kind of skills yet. He have a cooking skill level 7, and it's so poor done. Like, you literally see, want to be a master chef. Let's give him 7 cooking, but nothing else in the world has happened in his life. So basically he's just cooking and probably sleeping, and nothing else happening until he's a teen. So he don't have any kind of skill left from his child and toddlers thing. He nothing come together. And then and all of them are in groups. So he's in the upper crust group. Luna is on the Paragons group, and they are rivals of the Renegades. And it's funny because Max Villareal, the child of this house, it's the Renegades leader, and I love this. This is actually a very good feature. So you have like teens and young adult Sims in this group, owned and managed by a child, and it's very, very funny. He's in another group, so he's in the Leagues of the Adventures, so he has some kids who can befriend, and he's in these groups, but he don't know no one from the group. So he joined the group, but he never see them. It was probably something online or something, I don't know. And okay, so this is the Sims for today, and let's jump straight away into this home and have a look. So I believe the Villarreal name, it came a more like Spanish or Italian vibe. That is what brings me to me. And this pack of Get Together is very, very European like. So you have all of that European city vibes, and I imagine this to be a countryside part of Windenburg or this world. You have another one more on the top, but then it's a little bit different, the aesthetic. And here, I don't understand this home. So we have this gate here, and then we have some fountain, a door. This is the outside. We have like a fireplace chimney literally in the front of the house, in the middle of a wall. Let's have a look to the outside here. So here we don't have much. We don't have much flowers. We don't have much greenery. I don't see them to be such a rich family, if you tell me about this. You will tell me it's like it's a rich family because you have a swimming pool. Okay, could be, but I don't think it fits too well to their kind of business thing. Then we have a little bit of a backyard here with the barbecue seating area. As you can see, we have just 2 people who can sit on the barbecue, so we don't accept more sims. And I don't think the problem is the restriction of items they can have for to be functional in the game. We need to think this expansion was one of the first expansions to be launched, was very early, have at least 4 to 5 years already, but it had a lot of potential, and it's really sad to see them doing something like this in such a beautiful place as Windenburg. So let's jump inside by the front door. So here, when we go inside, it's a very empty, normal EA build, and you have a lot of space, let's say. You have it's very dark inside. I hate, but like, and I will tell you in advance, I remove all of this chandeliers was around. For more posh it could look, I hate the design of these chandeliers. They are really ugly. So when I say I need to use all the items in this house, some of them we're gonna replace and delete completely because I really don't like them. So here we have a living room part with a very modern aesthetic fireplace. I think this is not the best option for match with this furniture, this vibe they are going here. They have very expensive paintings. Let's go to this side. So here we have a kitchen with a little of an island in the middle, and here we have in the corner dining space. So it's a dining room included on the kitchen, and again that ugly chandelier. If we go through this door, we have a bedroom, a very yellow bedroom. Actually, I'm going to keep this yellow bedroom, but in a very different color scheme and different items. It's funny to see it now because I really don't remember what items was belong to where, and I see I use the items more or less in the same places, what makes me happy, because I think I improve a lot the look of this home. So very simple, nothing special. There is a basement. We will go there at the end of the tour. So here, if we go through this door, I think is the pink room. So yeah, it's the Luna's room. It's not the worst one, I will say. It's not so empty. I hate they do, like, they have this wardrobe who you go inside and you can do a bunch of things. It's a lot of fun for gameplay, but they don't, like, this is like to be inside of the wall, and they leave this gap around and makes it to be really ugly. I don't understand the objective of it, actually. So we have just some cute furniture here, very pinky, very girly. I really like this room. It's not the worst from all of the rest of the house. So if we go here to this last room, it's a very dark room. You have like it's a style. You have the candle in the room, very like almost gothic vibe. I don't know if this is supposed to belong to the child, because he's kind of I imagine him because of being in the Renegades. I don't know if that means they are like bullying other ones, or they are being bullied, but they have a kind of punk looking vibe, and I actually imagine him to be a bullier on the school and things like that. So if we go through this door on the side of the room, we have the first bathroom. Actually, I forgot the bathroom in the other side, near to the kitchen. I hate this swimming pool wall in the bathroom, but was a choice. We have a door there, here. So we have a second bathroom here with a shower, probably because of the swimming pool. They decided to put this here. let's go upstairs before we go downstairs. So if we go up the stairs, we have here another bathroom. Oh no. Oh, okay. I got you now. So let's go to this door first. So here we have another bedroom, and this bedroom is privileged because it have access to the balcony. Empty balcony. I forgot to say that. It's really pretty, the view from this balcony, and I think you could have much more nicer things. We have here some bookshelves, and we have this, and it's something I don't understand. I'll tell you, and we have a look after this tour of the inside. I want to show you something in the build by mode. So here we have the master bedroom with another wardrobe, very dark, very woody. Okay, very empty, very, very, very empty. I didn't clutter too much. I used a little bit more money. I made some money from the chandeliers, and do you know how many of these chandeliers is inside of this home? 12 plus all the other ones. It's a lot. If we go here, we have another one. We have like the in-suite bathroom, and I removed the in-suite bathroom, but it's kind of in-suite bathroom for this floor because I removed the fourth room. So this room I will transform in something else. So then we have this room in the basement. So this is the basement. It's like a kind of hiding thing. Actually, I'm kind of curious because I have an item. I have an item in my build, and I don't know where it came from. I was very confused about it. But we have like a little bar. It's nothing special, and it's like the ATM machine. You know what I mean? Did they have that in their inventory? Oh, they have a bunch of things. So they have all of this. I used all of this because I was thinking this was part of the house, but it looks like it's not. Something I really want to show you here, and it's really funny to see, it's the person who made this house. It had a massive struggle to make this roof specifically because of this. Okay, if we remove this and this roof, of course, we don't need to have this kind of situation. And you will see in the renovation, and that it doesn't, if it was another room or extra room, or that didn't have any kind of usability in the building at all. And I don't know, I don't understand. I think after all of this, and it's actually sad to see this home, I think it's a perfect way for us to jump into the renovation. So here we have the renovation I have done to this building, and I'm really excited, happy, and it's so pretty. The items of this expansion are really amazing, really pretty. Is right up my alley because I live in Europe, and this is something I will see regularly, and is something I'm very familiar with, and is so beautiful. And I don't understand how, with such beautiful wallpapers and designs they had to create for this expansion, they made it such an ugly building for something to be kind of the most important family of Windenburg. And I'm really happy. I just used Get Together and the base game. I used slightly from debug menu. It's just because, and I will show you in a second. So here in the middle of this, the lot will finish, and it looks like the plants want to go on the lot, but then we don't have these plants on the lot and on the build by mode, and I decided to access to debug so I could continue a little bit of this fauna flora greenery it have around the lot. So this is what I came up. As you can see, I didn't change at all the building. I changed the roof, so the main building is exactly the same. I push a little bit forward the lot, so because in the back it doesn't matter if it's a little bit empty. We will have a look. It has just some trees and plants, and it's nothing special. But the lot was so far away from even the image from the when you download or you try to put it on the gallery. It was like in the end of the lot, with no sense at all. So it's more centering on the lot. It's not completely in the front because the lot will finish here, and we change a lot of things. So here is a closer look of the building. It's a huge transformation. So let's dive into. First of all, this slot got a little bit more expensive, not because of the items I use inside of it, because majority of them, the items is exactly what was there in a different display, in a different order, in a different place. But making all of this greenery around the house to bring more, how can I say this? I will say almost happiness, because this makes me happy. It's colorful, it's welcoming, it's warming, and I really like it. And it makes the house to be more expensive. What I think it will make sense for this family, but I imagine this to be a very countryside, like a holiday home for this family. Of course, they live here. It's a game, and but I don't imagine them to be original from here. This is an extra home they have in the countryside, in this island where they escape the crimes they do and all of that kind of things, and it makes sense. So as you can see, I put some flags to show them like the importance. They are like the estate. So this is called Von-Windenburg estate. So it has some flags. We have here some of the fountain, and the fountain was here before. We just put some greenery around. We have this glorious, beautiful entrance, and here I decided to put a little bit of kind of a lake to give usage to the colors of water it came with this pack. I decided to put some boat. I know it doesn't make kind of sense, it's kind of small, but was just to give some decoration and nice feeling to this lot. So the this bell was far away from the lot. I put it here. Where is the greenery? It looks almost a fairy garden, and is really beautiful. When we go here, I put a deck in the end of the swimming pool, so we have a place you can relax here in the sunset. You can take some sun bath, and then we have this massive, beautiful swimming pool. The size is exactly the same. I didn't change nothing of this swimming pool. I just changed the color and put some bubbles because at the end they are the richest family in Windenburg. I changed here the stone, so everything is very stony. I included this. I know this came much later and it's not part of Get Together. It's part of based game. This is Panic Pergola and the vases, but I think it will match pretty well with this family and like the heritage of this family, if it's like Italian, Spanish vibe. And this pergola really makes it to be beautiful. We still have the barbecue here, but with more tables, so you can have actually a whole family sitting here. And if we go to the other side, I think we didn't even saw the other side of the building, but I think it didn't have much to see anyway. We have a lot of planters, but we have just a little bit of a gym here because I wanted to include it, but I didn't want to put in the basement. If you have seasons, this is quite tricky because they can get struck by lightning, but I think they look cool outside, and we have all of this aesthetic. So, oh, and this gnome I found it. I didn't put more gnomes. I just put this one because this one came with the original lot. So let's go inside, shall we? So when we go to the front door, we have a kind of reception room. So you can receive your guests, make them wait, depend of what they're plan to do here. I put this glorious kind of vibe because they're in the crime, so something they steal, but they proudly show out. We have some art, and here we have a piano because I think this family need a piano. They are the most richest family again, and I'll say it again, of this Windenburg part, and they deserve to have a piano. So they have a grand piano here in the middle of the living room, and here we have just some art, and we have the fireplace. I replaced to this one, and the television, because I think this one it matched much better all the vibe going around of this building. So if we go through this arch here, we go straight away to a dining room. So we had these soldiers. We had one, I added the second one, and have this expensive, very, very expensive painting. So we have all of that vibe going around here. And on this side, we have the kitchen. It was very difficult to make this kitchen, actually. I don't know if I'm 100% happy, but was to use all the items coming with this pack. So I think I made a really, really good job reusing all of these items. So if we go through this door, so that door goes to the basement, and if we go through this door, we have that yellow room. I didn't even remember they were yellow when I was building, but we have a different display. So we have a black yellow room with a lot of posters, so I can see this is like a very music person, something it came with this pack too, dancing, music, DJ, and that is all the vibe. So if we go here to the next room, I actually didn't change it too, so this is the pink room. It's very kind of similar what it was. It just have this frame, for example. It reminds me because they don't have their mother. It could be a picture of her mother, so it's like a memory. There she's in some garden. We have much more cluttered and rearranged of all of the items and plant. We put the guitar because this pack is very connected to music, and it's very simple, but it's really, really beautiful. And I think it feels much better. We changed the wallpaper and everything. If we go to the next one, this is the single room, the child room. So Alex, I think it is his name. I imagine him to be like a rebel and have all of these lights inside and these things, flag, proud. The computer, as I told you before, for him to make like cyberbullying. You have the board and he's a rebel, and he's the owner of the Renegades Club. So all of that I try to represent it here using some items from the pack, like this carpet. I never used it before, this rug, and I'm really happy with the end result. So if we go to the next door here, of course we have a bathroom to downstairs. Here is where I put the combo shower bathtub. We have just a simple toilet, nothing special, and I think that's it for the ground floor. Here it's to the back of this house. So let's jump into the second floor. The second floor, it's a little bit rearranged because of the elimination of some parts of the house. You have like a little hall, so it's like a continuity of the living room, nothing special. It's just like to give some furniture here. Here on this door is a bathroom, and this it's like the master bathroom. It's in outside of the room, but I imagine these houses, these kind of old houses, like country vibe, they don't have in suites. That is very modernized. And I imagine this house to be much older in time, and at that time was common to have the bathrooms outside of the room. So we have two sinks. So when he was married and he had his kids, I don't know actually the story of the Villarreal. If we go through this room, this is like the older guy, the father of the kids room. It's much lighter. I decided to put it in a blue-white vibe. You have a fireplace and, you know, you have some money around to show his richness, and you have a computer for him to do like his crimes too and plan and be in contact. It's rearranged, it's different. I think the walls there are very, very extremely big, and everything looks so small inside of this room. But I'm kind of happy with the end result. I know it was very dark before, and now it's much more light and completely different. So if we go to the last room of this floor, but not least, we change it. So here now we have a kind of library study room. Before was another room, and I think was unnecessary because each kid have his own room and the father have his room. No one else live here, so it's completely unnecessary to have that room. So I decided to change in a library study. It could be much more useful for your Sims. You have some chess table. I think that is another thing I thought was very strange. This home, so the elder guy, he have 6 or 9 on logic. Of course, you can learn from books, but you didn't have a single chess table on this house. So I decided to add that to the house. We have one of that new tables from Do Not Disturb the Llama, something like that table, so they can play in family. Another computer, and if we go through this door, we have like a little bar and a little resting area, so you can enjoy the view of this home. We have an easel, so they can paint and feel inspired with this view, and we have a working wooden table. And for finishing this tour, we go to the end of the house, and we will go to this mystery hidden room, kind of. So I imagine this to be like a illegal gaming room. So you came here, and because I didn't know that item there in the corner was not part of the original building, but was in their inventory, so the household inventory, I imagine then they have like illegal, because they're connected to crime, so it makes all sense. This is like a poker table, another Do Not Disturb the Llama, foosball, darts, and I imagine this to be very, very connected to crime, and it's like you need to sign when you came here. You have like a lot of things, what's gonna happen next. They have meetings and they enjoy, and they still earn some money here in this illegal part of this house. And of course we have another expensive painting. And this is it for this house. It's super, super pretty. As you can see here on the back, I'm gonna go to the build by mode so we can see actually the line of the edge. So here in the back I put some greenery too, because imagine the house was literally on the last square when you build, and this trees was like around it in the front, and you first were hiding the front of the house, and second of all was not making any sense. So because I didn't know what to put it here, and I wanted actually to be close with the wall, so I wanted to use the wall was here before. I keep it and I make this kind of gardening part of this. So I hope you enjoyed this transformation and this renovation of the Villarreal Von-Windenburg estate home. I'm really, really happy with the end result. If you would like to download this home to your game, I will leave a link in the description below, a direct link to the gallery, so you can save it and put it in your game. And thank you so much for watching. If you like the transformation and the video, please don't forget to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what was the best thing I did to this home, and I will see you all in the next time.